What up?
What's up?
Long time no see.
It is.
Yeah.
We had an off week, right?
I think she was just referring to us being at the gym 45 minutes ago.
Oh, with that
Yeah.
too. That too.
They didn't know that, but now they do.
Now they do.
Yeah,
That's
we were
right.
just at
You
the gym.
heard we were at the gym.
Yeah. I just said Wifton Lates.
She gone dummy.
Lifting weights.
Stupid.
I'm dumb. That's the truth right there.
That's a workout then. Is
Yeah,
that your
that's
first workout, like with weight, like a gym in a minute?
Since the last time I was at the gym and I did it. When was that?
WOD, yeah.
while ago.
A month ago, since the last time we went.
No, but I'd squatted with you. When all the three of us did it.
That was a while back.
Yeah, that was a while
Probably
back.
Over a month.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
now their mom has decided that she can watch Reese like a couple times a week in the afternoon or whatever when she's done working.
Yeah.
So I can now go to the gym
Do
or
some
run
fun
errands
stuff.
or whatever.
Yeah, cool.
Go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's mother.
What would you rate that leg day? How was it? Was it a wrecker or did you make do?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
There was a points where, especially squatting, like I haven't squatted with weights and I mean like with you guys, but that, I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to walk tomorrow. Let's just say that.
Shit.
And it just sucks because, and I know I'm gonna have to get back into it or whatever, but like before I got pregnant, when I lived in my apartment, I had a gym there,
Yeah.
so like I would squat, a lot more frequently, and I could squat way more, and now I'm just back to the beginning. That's okay.
Yeah. Well, I like to see those situations or like, where you're at,
Yeah,
all the opportunities that are ahead of you.
Oh, yeah.
it's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true. But it makes me excited because like lifting weights truly is not the same as like an at-home workout. It's just so much better for me personally.
100%.
Everybody's different, but like
Yeah. I think it's tough.
I just feel like I'm like doing more.
Yeah.
I mean, body weight's fine. Like HIIT workouts are great, like getting your heart rate up or whatever. But like there's nothing like lifting weights.
Good old resistance training.
That is that. And I
Mhm.
think for people that haven't been to the gym yet, they're still either doing something at home or haven't even started yet with
Yeah.
anything, getting away from your home can help not only just have more equipment, more tools, but help
Yeah.
get away
Oh,
from
yeah.
like the shit that like you think about. I don't know. It sets a different vibe. You're like, oh, I'm here to work.
Yeah.
When you're at home doing a home workout, you might be thinking about, oh, I need to still clean that. I need to do this. I need to fuck around
Oh,
over
yeah.
here.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and like watching other people do it as well, I think is
Yeah.
really motivating because you're like, damn, okay, I can do this.
I've never been a big fan of working out at home, but, maybe if I had like an actual like
Gym.
gym at home,
Yeah.
like a garage full of weights and squat rack and all that shit, I might actually
Yeah.
get into that headspace where I'm like
Yeah.
ready to rock and roll, but
Yeah.
I'm a go to the gym kind of guy.
Yeah.
That's where
Music
I feel much
bumping.
better. I mean, not all gyms have the same atmosphere. Some you want to, once you walk in, you want to turn around and walk right back out. But
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
for me, yeah, I'm a gym kind of guy.
Yeah. No, but it was really nice.
Good.
And I don't know if you want to talk about it yet, but you got a new machine there.
I did. Yeah, I got a new piece. It's a hack squat and leg press
Combo.
Yeah,
It's cool.
Yeah, thank you.
I like it.
Two
It's been
machines
on
in
my
one.
mind for a minute. So ever since I got in there, I was like, man, I'd love like a hack squat, just a hack squat alone, not even a leg press. But then I came across this one. I
Yeah.
was like, man, we already talked about it in the gym, but like the space of it, it doesn't take up a lot of real estate compared to most hack squats.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
And then also having the combo, the two features, it's like two birds, one stone, like
definitely.
functional.
yeah, that's two
Yeah.
big pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
And it's
consolidated
easy. Like
into
dumb
one.
people like me can be like,
Yeah,
okay, all you have
yeah.
to do is switch the back, like the seat or whatever, cushion.
So I'm
It's
excited.
so
I'm probably
easy.
going to smash it tomorrow morning.
You should.
Yeah, I wish I would have been ready like
Earlier.
Yeah,
Earlier in
because
the
by the time I
workout.
got on there, my legs were shaking already. I was already jello.
Yeah.
I
Had
could
nothing left.
We were in a time crunch at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get back, but that's what happens when you got someone watching your child.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it was good. I'm excited for the hurt because it's a good hurt.
Yeah.
Good sore.
Something at first I feel like a lot of people want to dodge it, or like not even dodge it, but they don't look forward to it. Like once you're a little seasoned with working out, like you almost look forward to that feeling. And once you get even deeper, there becomes like an addictiveness to
like
it.
A high, yeah.
Especially on a leg day, like when your quads hurt so fucking bad. You, I mean, it hurts. Like, don't get it wrong, it hurts, but at the same time, it's like, I'm gonna do another set. Like, or I feel like, man, that feels so good. Like, and I don't know if it's because of like the pain, like you just train your brain over time to like that feeling or sensation, or it's knowing that because I feel in this pain, I know a result is going to come because of it.
Right, you're gonna reap the rewards. Like,
I think that's what gets me going is when I know, like I'm pushing it.
Yeah,
and I'm going like I'm going past that point where I feel like I feel like I could quit, but it's like, no, fuck that. We're gonna go. We're gonna run it.
Yeah, one more time.
And so.
And you're like, man, my quads are gonna be fucking huge tomorrow.
Of course, yeah. Like if they feel huge at the time, they're all pumped up and swollen. But like it's hard to step off the curb outside when you try to get in the truck or car in the parking lot, and then
trying to sit down.
And of course, there are moments where you wonder. You wonder why the hell you do this to yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I think in
the time when you do those, like I used to do like big drop sets on leg presses and stuff, and I'd be like, why in the fuck am I doing this?
Yeah.
But then I had good quads, so good legs for a minute.
So as a result, you get rewarded for the hardship.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the changes. Your legs get all knotted up and start to see all kinds of stuff. It's
the
great.
soreness can definitely deter new people.
Yeah.
I think it can be like, oh, I'm sore. This is going to give me an excuse not to do anything else, even though you're not sore on your upper body. You're just sore on that lower body. But it can really deter people.
Yeah.
Or they're like, I don't want to feel like this afterwards anymore. But it does get better. You're not always sore.
It does. It's like there's like an adaptation to it.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's
I'm sure like when you work out consistently, you almost either two things are happening. I don't know. But one is you're just permanently sore and you just don't know the difference of not feeling sore, and that's how you get used to it.
Maybe.
I think that's the case. And I'm not like achy or painful, but like maybe you just, I don't know, it becomes dull or numb, but or there is like an adaptation to where it's like your muscle just, and I think that's probably the main thing. It just adapts and gets stronger, and
it takes more to
break that shit down that fucking much.
Yeah.
It almost be like overtraining to have to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you get to a point where it becomes a good hurt.
Yeah.
Because you know you're doing something.
Yeah, yeah. It makes you feel alive too. For me, like I don't want it to come across as like I'm weird, and it's not weird to think this shit, but spiritual. But like when you get to working out and you're like heart's pumping really hard, you're sweating a shit ton, your lungs are burning, you're obviously whatever muscle. I just related back to almost any leg day, and you're like, fuck, man. Like you almost you find inner peace during that workout. Usually, like I don't know, you don't think about much else.
Yeah.
And it's just like you're like neutral playing field. There's no super high, there's no super low. You're just like, fuck, man, I'm just whooped.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but I agree. It's like we torture. It's like you torture yourself.
Yeah.
Because not everybody trains the same. Not everyone's training for the same things. We were always training for like the atrophy, the trying to grow, and I feel like we were always still doing it now. I don't follow your leg day that much. I do some of it. But
cheater.
But it's like it feels good to push yourself that hard, because I mean, like you just when you're like laid out on the floor and you got like a sweat angel under you on the floor, it's something you feel like you whooped your own ass. You're accomplishing something.
Yeah, you did something.
I mean, it might be nothing to other people, but to you, it's you beat your own ass.
That's what it is. You versus you. I mean, there's obviously a competitive thing if you're competing against other people, but like for most people, it's, hey, how am I getting better than yesterday? Or how am I improving my life, my quality of life, or the way I look, the way I feel. All those things are important, are real things, caring about how you look and how you feel.
I feel like it's a good rule of thumb too. Like if you're leaving the gym, especially on a leg day, and like you're not huffing and puffing or sweaty, or like you feeling that like I'm gonna be really fucking sore tomorrow, then you probably didn't do enough. Like you probably should have done more rounds or whatever. But
yeah, there's a video, and I meant to post it the other day because I come across it every so often. I'm like, man, that's true as shit. With some nuance to it, but it's pretty much across the board true. And it's a video of this guy saying, you know, a guy came up to him at a dinner and was like, hey, you know, I see you always post and you're working out almost 6-7 days a week, blah, blah, blah. He's like, are you afraid of overtraining? And he did give some context. He's like, hey, I was a little, not pissy, but I got back pissy with the guy because the guy just was trying to sort of take a dig at me for like working out all the time. And not talking about me, but this is another guy. But anyways, he was like, well, the thing is, once you actually start looking like you train or work out, then maybe you can consider overtraining. But if you don't look like you work out at all, you probably aren't training.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So let's fucking not worry about overtraining.
Right.
Start to look like we train.
Lift a little heavier
it's
or
legit.
whatever. Yeah.
A lot of people, you know, I think a lot of people, oh, I'm overtraining, I don't want to overwork. But it's like, hey, if you really don't have much results to show, maybe you haven't been working hard enough or consistent enough.
Yeah.
It does take time. There's nuance to it, but at the same time, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to overdo it. It's like, we've been overdoing all the bad shit for way too long. Let's start overdoing some good shit.
That's why, and we've talked about it before, but I wish they would instill or like educate children growing up about the benefits of working out and like just simple things like, and I've been guilty of it when I was younger. I remember like being in middle school or early high school or something. And I was like, well, I don't want to work out because I don't want to get manly, which is like now obviously so stupid to say, but some people probably still don't know that. And I just wish that like the educational part of like being in shape or like healthy or whatever, just like maintaining like a healthy workout habit was like better in the like younger years.
Now more than ever.
Yeah.
No, back in the 90s, they brought Arnold around. Arnold into the schools or into the young people's.
He had like a government position for like head fitness guy of the country.
Yeah, he was trying to get kids into exercising and stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, like even people that are like, they exercise a lot and they look fit and healthy or whatever, all different types of fit, you know, but because in my mind as a girl, young girl, like I thought if you were in shape, it meant that you looked like you were manly.
Yeah.
Like there was no, oh, this person just works out and is healthy and like whatever. Cause you can obviously focus on certain things. If you want, if like you really want to focus on an upper body, you can do that, whatever. But that's just like it wasn't really talked about. Like I had no idea about any of that.
I mean, fortunately, I think PE class was still a thing, but like there wasn't like working out. It was like
it was like run the mile, which most people just walked, and then stretching
around, easy A.
Yeah,
but like I think there's, of course, we could go on about education, but there's so much bullshit classes that are still like dinosaur hanging around shit that nobody. We can all say like some of those math classes, some of that shit.
Oh my god, yeah,
never use again,
never.
When it should be more based around, it should definitely be more based around health.
Yeah.
Fitness in some aspect, but nutrition. Because
we talked about that.
Fucking grow up oblivious. You know, it's a genetic habit thing. It's not genetics. It's habits.
It's choices.
Yeah.
Yeah. If your parents were bad habits, you're probably going to have some fucking bad habits. But also, there should be some fucking like skills learned, like trades
skill
and
sets,
shit. Instead of just being elective, it should be like, hey, you should learn one trade, like throughout your high school.
Right.
And if you do it, you do it. If you don't, at least you know how to use it. If you get out and you, instead of going to work at McDonald's or Amazon or some bullshit, which Amazon, some positions, my buddy of mine, Derek, works there. He fucking makes pretty good money.
Yeah.
Doing Amazon. But you know, some positions I'm sure are just shit, you know, starter entry shit, but it's like, you know, at least you're able to support yourself with a skill.
Yeah.
You know, coming out of high school with something to show besides fucking geometry or some fucking pre-calculus bullshit that you never touch
or like
again.
Physics or, you know, like all these like weird, like I understand if that is something at a young age that you're like, oh, I'm probably gonna. I feel like those people just know at a young. They're like, I'm gonna go into this. Like you can take that. But like, how about things that every working adult has to deal with, like taxes?
Yeah.
Or
that's
like
a huge thing.
And my dad has said it before, and he was like, I really think that if you had taken classes and learned about taxes when you were in high school, you probably wouldn't have given a shit and you wouldn't have paid attention, and it would have been the same as chemistry and physics and all the other stuff that you didn't really care about. And I was like, I know, but at least like giving a good, like I would be prepared more.
Yeah, you'd have
like,
a clue.
I didn't know what a fucking W-2 was when I graduated high school. I mean, like my parents took care. Like I didn't know that. Like I had a job, but like I would just go home and like my parents would take care of the taxes and everything because I didn't have to do it. So it's like, I know that I don't know, and I can't remember. I don't know if they tried to talk to me about it, but I didn't know shit about shit. Yeah. And I feel like there's a lot of like real world things that I feel like schools should implement rather than like the very specific things that if that's what they want to go to, like be a doctor or whatever, like those are things that you can take after high school.
Yeah.
Or as an elective, like that's the kind of class that you can take.
Yeah.
But
I agree. I think I don't know. It could set up a lot of these people for a lot better. So they at least feel like they have some type of like, not fallback, but like some type of purpose.
Skill set, yeah.
Outside of just like, man, I don't know what the fuck I want to do with my life. But they but all they know is some have a shit 9 to 5 that they just fucking hate and wish they could get out of it. But if they had that skill, they probably could get out of it.
Maybe a lot less people would.
I mean,
people wouldn't drop out of high school.
We had Richmond Tech. It was I guess what do you call it, a vocational school?
Yeah,
skilled trade school.
But it wasn't like mandatory though.
No, it was elective. Yeah, like
yeah.
You can go like. You do electrical, masonry, welding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I went for automotive technology for 2 years in a row.
I mean, think of like the economy now. Not that like I'm trying to go too deep on like illegals, immigrants coming in, but like they're the type of people, hey, it's all fair game, I guess. But like they're the ones coming in taking most of the trade jobs, or at least attempting to get into trade jobs. And all these kids that are coming out of high school are like, fuck a trade job, I want to do some bullshit,
right?
Whatever,
business or whatever.
Yeah, that ends up putting them into debt when they could just learn a trade and fucking start making loot, pretty good money right out the gate.
Yeah,
a lot less debt than going to school for 4 or 6 years.
Yeah,
around.
And like when they graduate college, if somebody wants to take classes in something, like for me, I don't think that I needed to go to college for 5 years to get an art degree to do it. I feel like I could, if I really wanted to, if I knew that being an artist could have been a career path, then I would have just not gone to college and maybe just taken classes on my own. But it might be different in all different types of the country, places in the country, but like, it just feels like that is the thing. You go to high school and then you go to college, and then when you graduate, you get a job with the degree you got. Like that's like the way that society wants you to be.
Fuck.
But
I mean, y'all probably know. Did you go to school? You went to school?
Yeah.
Where?
Radford.
I mean, you have student loans, right?
Yep, still paying them.
Yeah, Sarah pays them.
And I'm 32.
I hear how much she pays. I'm like, yo. And hers isn't even that much compared to what some of these kids have.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, yo, how? Why?
Right.
Like, when you think it out, looking back, fuck, that was retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dumb. I only make $45,000 but my school cost $80,
Right.
It's like or whatever it
is. The only thing
that
would ever really like, I know doctors, they have such debt when they get out, but once they're done with like their residency, they're making so much money that after that it's easier to pay off. But like, yeah, it sucks.
Or they still don't. They just are able to float the bill for 40 years,
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
No,
make the payment.
It's wild. But
still have loot left over.
Like certain things, yes, I think that some people, obviously being anything medical, to be a lawyer, like those big things, like obviously, yes, you need higher education, but man.
I just don't think trades, which they still are. I mean, you're in one, like there's still, I'm sure, plenty of people that you work, like plenty of people you work with. Like there's no like, there a huge demand?
There's no shortage now.
Yeah, no shortage. Like, but I feel like the bird's eye view, trades aren't cool. Or like they're definitely not it's like, it's dirty work.
A lot of people don't want to do
Blue
work
collar,
and
yeah.
actual like physical labor, manual labor anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I could just see that as that means the demand will continue to grow over time, and
Yeah.
you'll be able to charge more and make more because motherfuckers won't want to work.
Everybody needs heat and air.
Everybody coming. a lot of temp agencies will step in, and there's a lot of job sites. It's you're
people don't speak English.
You are a minority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like working with a bigger company, that's not the case. But like if you were to venture off and do, your own thing, whether it be HVAC or anybody else doing like mechanic or irrigation, whatever all those trades are, electrical, plumbing, I think obviously you make most of your profit there, your margin and whatnot, because you aren't getting a hourly wage, you're just getting straight out the cut.
Yeah.
I think that's probably either way you're getting paid. But I think it's just not. It's just like, oh, it's work, but it's all work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of cool shit. Do a lot of cool shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Some days suck, just like any other job. But
I don't know. It's just so many things are pros of it.
Yeah.
People have to pay you because people don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
They can't do their own HVAC.
Right.
98%, 99% of people
can't. Yeah.
And with that becomes the demand. Like you can be like, hey, just charge whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. And you just always have it. It's not like there's always
nobody can take away that. Yeah. That's if you have an office job, work in business, whatever, like you could easily just be booted away, and then now you're trying to figure out what else you're supposed to do.
A lot of cogs or pawns, you're just easily replaceable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless you're just giving a ton of value. I guess like if you're in like sales or something, then it's like, all right, well, as long as you're producing,
right?
you won't have a job problem. But if you're just showing up, you could be on the chopping block.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't think that this conversation is going to change the school programs, but I really wish it would.
Yeah.
I feel like I got a lot of good ideas.
Somebody's listening.
It could work.
Yeah, we should bitch and moan. But I'm just glad I'm not in school anymore. Fuck that shit.
I
mean, especially with, look, we could go down a deep hole with it, but like all the just feelings and pronouns and shit like that. Bathroom shit.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what happened to just good old school?
Right.
I was watching a podcast today, and they were talking about like
or something.
I would love to go back to high school and relive those days. And I was like, I don't think I would. Like that's not
high school. Wouldn't.
I mean, it was okay.
I wouldn't mind for me either.
But it's not something like if I had to do the schooling part, absolutely not.
Oh yeah, school. No, I slept.
Yeah.
I tried to bounce.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Try
just
to bounce.
hated school. I love the social aspect of it.
Social aspect was cool.
Yeah.
There wouldn't like even if you were a little funny or whatever, you're gay or whatever, you were still cool.
Yeah.
A lot of the motherfuckers now are just gay.
But it's because they're pushing it.
Well, yeah, that's it.
They want you to be like that.
So it's like everybody was cool.
Mm-hmm.
At least, I graduated in 2008. Everybody was still cool as shit. Everybody got along. Everybody still partied together. No, I could imagthen I'd be knocking motherfuckers out.
Oh my God, no. You don't know
I
who you're going to offend.
Like now, yeah.
It'd be bad. And like, I can imagine being a teacher right now. Like, how the fuck are you just... And they don't get paid enough to deal with that bullshit. I don't even know what I would do. If somebody tried to tell me that they were a girl and they were not a girl, it would be hard for me.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
It'd be really hard for me.
Sir, sit the fuck down.
Especially if they look like a boy.
Yeah. It's the land of make-believe.
It's like, honey, who told you that you was a girl?
Yeah.
Who did that to you? But teach their own.
That's right.
It don't affect me. But anyways.
Yeah.
I wrote some stuff down.
Yeah, break it out.
Because, you guys really... I got to pick up the slack.
Thank you.
Somebody's
got to.
I don't know what these numbers are. Okay, so I heard about this story today. I don't know if you've heard about it, and I don't know when this happened, but...
Current events?
It was in LA. I think it was recent.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was definitely recent. Okay, yeah, it was definitely recent. But so this rich guy bought a house in LA, and I guess at some point he murdered his girlfriend and then jumped ship and went to go live in Lebanon because he obviously was guilty of murdering his girlfriend. And so the neighborhood that he lives in is really, really nice. It's like a really nice community, but now there are squatters living in the home, and they're like throwing these massive parties and they're charging people at the door. And the neighbors are pissed, like pissed. But somehow they got their like IDs, like a couple of the squatters like are registered to the home. So like the cops are having a really hard time kicking them out. I don't know how they got their names registered to the home.
I was about to say, how can you get registered to the home?
I don't know. I didn't dig deep into the story. I was watching
I'm
something
sure
they were
LA has
talking
some
about it.
weird shit. They're all ass backwards in the
Yes.
government
The
shit.
squatter game is fucking weird anyways,
Yes.
man.
But like LA lets that shit slide.
Yeah.
And lets fucking.
Well, we don't want to
Yeah,
hurt their feelings.
yeah.
What if they need to stay there? But you like can like see videos that the neighbors
Yeah.
have taken, and like they're people like us. They don't look homeless.
Yeah.
They don't look. I mean, I don't know. They could be addicts of some sort or like
obviously.
whatever.
Yeah.
But like they
They're
don't
doing all
look.
right.
They don't look like it.
Charge them by the head.
Playing the
Right.
game, man.
And it's a
That's-
big ass
that's
mansion with a
wild.
pool and
Yeah.
everything. So apparently they're telling people, the media, that they're donating all of the money that they make from these parties to the victims of Hamas
Nice.
attacks. And these neighbors are just like so desperate to get these people out. And they're
Burn it
like,
down.
but it's like, the people were like, why don't the owner say something, because you have random people like living and squatting into your house, and he's like, what the fuck am I supposed to say? They're gonna be like, so why aren't you living here? Why do you live in Lebanon?
Motherfucking run.
Right, because
So-
he would have to say he was guilty of murder.
So people know this guy's on the run
Yes,
and highly suspect that
Right.
he is the
number one
suspect
fucking suspect.
Yes.
of killing his wife or
Yeah.
girlfriend, whatever.
Damn.
And he hasn't been contacted by like anybody to say like, hey, what's going on with your house? Hey,
not that I
what's-
know. I think the media said something like it's a complicated situation or
sounds like
something.
Yeah,
That's
Isn't
wild.
that fucking wild?
that is wild.
And of course,
Doesn't
they're like
surprise me,
joking.
though. Some
They're like, yeah, oh, I'm sure any rich neighborhood you go to, you could probably look that up. I'm sure somebody's murdered somebody, and you can definitely get into it. Because think about it too. They were saying this like in rich neighborhoods, people that can afford a house like that, it's not their only house. So when they leave their home to go to their vacation home or their other home that they have in New York or whatever, Las Vegas, wherever they're going, like just make sure you know, like, I got dirt on you and I'm going to stay in your house while you don't live here
Yeah.
for 8 months out of the year. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But now they're having issues getting the people out of the home. And it's like these poor neighbors are like, they're
That's shitty for the neighbors, but that's,
Yeah.
I mean, the people who are squatting and
the value of their
yeah.
home is going down
Oh, yeah.
drastically.
I don't know. Yeah, I would set up something. I don't know. You'd have to band together to build something or make something or fucking
Yeah.
attack at night.
Just burn it down.
But I was gonna say,
But-
literally
yeah.
burn it down and like everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
Shh, we're gonna burn that bitch down.
Like, I'm sure people are like, the owners need to come home and like take over that house. But it's like, I can't come back to the United States because I committed
Yeah.
a crime.
Yeah.
I just thought that was wild. I mean, and I feel like only in LA, you know? Like a fucking bunch of weirdos living out there.
God, I've never been, but I'd never want to go.
Never want to go.
Sounds like a dump,
Yeah, it sounds like a dump.
overpriced dump.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to Florida if I'm
Oh,
going to
yeah.
go somewhere with palm trees.
Fucking anywhere.
I don't need
Fucking,
California.
jeez.
But anyways, I feel like that was really funny.
It is wild. Side note about story about burning and like wives killing people, estranged people, you know, spouses, partners killing people. Did y'all hear about it's a fire in the air park?
Yeah, just in the backyard of the gym's
Oh
backyard.
yeah, we were
over
talking
there.
about that.
That was Ronnie Hickman's. Shoot, no, I guess I don't know. If it matters.
Whatever.
It was Ronnie's warehouse, I think.
He didn't burn it down though.
No, he didn't burn it down. He was
Do
just
you
the
know
owner
the
of the
story?
warehouse. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know part of it.
I was told the story of the today.
Oh.
I don't know how lucrative the info is, but I'll break my part down.
I want to know.
One of my clients is good friends with like one of the sergeants of like Hanover, and they were talking about it together, and he told me, relayed the story to me, was that there's a business there in that warehouse, and the guy went in overnight, poured gas everywhere,
It was his business, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe he's partnered with it or some shit. But yeah, some relation
He was
to
part of it somehow.
And his estranged wife had either left him for somebody else in that business or just left him in general, but was living with these other people not too far away in a house. And he went in, poured gas everywhere, and used like a tow strap and rolled it out the building, lit that, poured that with gas, and lit it. So you obviously didn't catch yourself on fire. Yeah. Went back in, started burning the joint, drove over to the house where the wife and people were. Went in there, started pouring gas everywhere in the house with them in it. And cops were called, shit like that. SWAT.
It was a hostage situation.
They were able to talk him down and get him to let them go, the people go, and then he finally just ended up blowing his brains out.
That's what I heard, is he ended up killing himself.
Yeah.
All for what, dude?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess he'd had enough. That woman put him through it.
Yeah.
Now, I'd heard that they were having problems since like last year, sometime late November or something last year. They've been going at it.
Yeah.
I guess, I figured there was some sort of crazy shit going down. And I heard he burned down the warehouse and then went to their house, held some people hostage, and then killed himself.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine.
After that, like, if you take it to that level, you aren't going to have a good life after it.
Yeah, there's no turning back.
Well, yeah, you're going to go to jail.
For a long time.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you want to do that? I guess I'm going to end it. But, like, what gets you to the point of doing all that?
Yeah.
I can maybe understand burning the business down, but, like, all right, just take off, go out of state. You did it. You got one on them, whatever. Even though it's not even needed. You could have just bounced if you said, hey, fuck y'all, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get some strange down in Florida or whatever.
I don't know, dog.
But I guess...
I would like to know the details.
Yeah.
The deeper details.
The dirt.
Yeah.
Because it's.
I mean, to kill yourself. That's
got to be something fucked up.
Crazy. Yeah. I just can't imagine getting to that point.
Thing, like, just say, I'm gonna burn all your motherfuckers down in this house.
I saw it on the news, and I was wondering if you'd ever, because I think they had burned it down at like 5 a.m. or something.
Yeah,
so I don't know if you smelt it.
Yeah, when I was on the way to the gym one morning, and I just saw out the corner of my eye smoke coming from these buildings to my right, and by then there was only one fire truck there, and there's more fire trucks coming down the road. So I must have, and I usually go to the gym at like 4:35 in the morning, and I must have just hit it when they were starting to pull in, because 2 or 3 trucks were coming past me, flames, smoke as tall as you could see. You know, I was like, holy shit,
that's
man.
wild.
I thought it was just electrical fire. You know, it's the air park,
right?
Industrial building.
Yeah, it's not like a home.
But I was like, somebody probably left something on and it cooked it. But no, he turned it on, all right.
Yeah, he sure did. Trying to make a statement.
Yeah. I'm just glad he, only killed himself and not
everyone
else.
I know.
Yeah.
That would have been awful. Well, maybe
wild.
he'll be at peace now.
I'm not glad he killed himself, but I'm glad he didn't take anyone else.
Right. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, some crazy shit. I meant to ask you about that last week when it happened.
I wasn't in town.
It is wild, man.
I saw it on the news. I was like, holy shit. Because we put all kinds of AC and heat up in those buildings.
They're going to need a redo. Another order.
Maybe you get a call.
Yeah, because I think like most of the building, like, isn't it like units?
Yeah.
So they probably all got smoked.
So it's like a strip, just like yours, Gym Flow. Just
probably got
there's walls in between, but if it goes to burning, it's
the whole thing.
You're not gonna be able to stop it.
Yeah,
a sheetrock wall is not gonna stop it.
Yeah, those walls in the gym are stupid thin. I feel like I could punch through it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we've talked about this. I'm sure your neighbors just love all the music you play.
They do.
You got good taste. That's
lively.
Good. Yeah. Okay, so then I also saw, obviously, we know that the Chiefs and the 49ers are going to the Super Bowl, and the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift thing. I'm sure. Are you up to date on all this? Like, Travis
Kelce?
Up to date
at all.
Travis Kelce, do you know who he is?
I don't even know who was playing Super Bowl.
Oh, well. Okay. The 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs are.
I feel like it was just like first time in 80 years for both of them.
No, the Chiefs have won like 2 times in the last 5 years.
They've gone. How much I keep up with football.
They've gone to the Super Bowl 4 times in the past 5 years.
Okay.
But anyways, Travis Kelce is a tight end on the Chiefs, and he is dating Taylor Swift. I know you know who Taylor Swift is. I don't think I have to tell you that.
I got a word.
Okay. Well, when they first started dating, everybody was like, "This is a PR stunt." for sure. Like and there was like Taylor Swift doesn't need the money and all this stuff. I still feel like it's a little sketchy if you want to ask me. But now people are worried that because Taylor Swift apparently has brought in like an additional $521 million or something to the Chiefs this season alone.
Is she going to like own them now?
But she's bumming up that. But she already has such a strong following. She has announced that she's backing Biden.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking joke. But anyways, that just shows her intelligence. And but they're now worried that if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, that Biden has a massive chance of becoming the president again.
No.
Or remaining president, I should say.
I think it does it help him, yes, that she backs him.
Like uninformed voters. Sure.
Well, and Travis Kelce is Mr. Pfizer because he's like the spokesperson for Pfizer now.
I think there's a coincidence. Like, let's not be dumb and like,
Mr. Pfizer.
Gullible. There's definitely a coincidence that like both are getting blown up.
Right.
And coincidentally, like, it just,
all of it's just
I don't know.
perfectly forming together.
Formed together. They realize how big of an audience she has and how much pull, like you're saying, she has. Like, it'd be dumb not to have an affiliate on your team.
Yeah.
Like, I see all those people as affiliates. Like, it's like, hey, who's got huge social media following? Who's got cult following? All right, let's bring them on the team. Let's kick them, give them deals, offers, tax breaks, whatever they do on the back end.
Right.
And it's like, hey, you're an affiliate now. Here's your code.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the same aspect as like all these brands and businesses.
But do. So many, like even so many celebrities now are like The Rock and whatever. They're like, yeah, I'm more a Democrat, but like, I'm not going to vote for Biden.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is the purpose of you going out of your way to say I'm going to back Biden?
Because they don't want to be fucking.
But
on
then
the wrong
also
side
now
either.
she's linked
the
to Mr. Pfizer.
Because the dude that bought George was it Soros? I think it was the Carlyle Group. Who the fuck was
BlackRock
it?
or some shit.
I don't know. It's one of those humongous Democratic people. They're backers with money. Bought her entire music. What do you call it?
Like her
portfolio.
Her portfolio, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Bought it and she didn't like it at first, but then all of a sudden she's just super duper fucking Democrat and
money talks.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's funny that she backs Biden. She's now dating Mr. Pfizer.
I think that's just like a perfect
It's like
storm.
these corrupt, like all these corrupt stuff coming together.
Think about like, it could be just like a little, all the boys are sitting on the couch or all of us are sitting on the couch and we're all, on that Biden party and we're like, hey, did y'all see Taylor and what's his name get together?
Mm-hmm.
They'd be perfect on the team if we brought them on.
Right.
Let's holler.
I guess thinking about it now, you might be. You might be. They might be onto something.
But
yes, they met each other and liked each other, but then like shit, they're
big pharma, and now you got these and. We were just talked about that on the podcast last week about how easy it is to influence people. Yeah. And I just feel like they're constantly
and it's the perfect
putting,
crowd. Her age bracket and female. And like
these young voters that don't know shit about politics.
And like they're so cult. Like if Taylor said, hey, you need to eat your own shit, I feel like some people would try and taste it.
Yeah, if she was like, there's so many benefits, they would definitely do it. Oh yeah,
you got to recycle your shit.
Right.
It's got to go back in.
You got to.
Oh,
fuck.
It'll
make you lose 20 pounds. Yeah.
What the hell?
I know.
Taylor.
It makes so much sense though because like it's already digested. Like they would literally
broken down.
Yeah, it's easy for your body. But it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Truly. But now I'm like really nervous and I'm like, I really don't like San Francisco but as a city, but I want them to win. I want them to win, beat the Chiefs.
So I don't keep up a ton with politics. I keep up more with politics than I do sports for sure.
Yeah.
But I think just seeing people on social media, especially both sides, black and white.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of people have realized like, yo, this shit was not the way it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
That shit's horrible. Fucking all those things people were saying about Trump wasn't as bad as we all thought.
Right.
His motherfuckers just being real.
Right.
and
doing good for our country.
Yeah, doing good for just the overall, population, not just one side. It's the betterment of the country, like you said. But I don't know if Biden would have the chance just because everybody just knows how shot out that motherfucker is.
He's
even Biden supporters original are like, yo, this guy's fucking toast, dude. He's fried.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like they even share the memes that are like him stuttering and making shit up. I follow people, I try and follow a couple people still, like, cause I'm not too like, oh, you fuck with Biden or you're a Democrat, I'm not following you anymore. Like,
I still do
too.
I like to see other people's opinions.
Yeah, and I'm still just like friendly. I like people because
I'm not going to follow you because you don't have the same beliefs as me.
So I followed quite a few people and like that were diehard or still kind of diehard Democratic, but they were diehard Biden for sure. And now they're sharing memes of like him fucking up shit and like all the remixes and shit.
Getting us into wars and shit.
Yeah, and it's just like him stuttering and making up words and shit. And they're like, yo, this motherfucker's toast.
Yeah.
All right, at least we can all agree that this motherfucker's toast.
Yeah.
Straight gone.
But now I think they're trying to push Gavin Newsom.
Or
he's
Michelle Obama.
Fucking trash. Oh, yeah. I heard about Michelle Obama as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gavin Newsom.
Michael, yeah.
I don't know. That seems far-fetched, but maybe it's a real thing.
Let's just start throwing out all these conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I mean, we
left
can.
and
Let's
right.
get the tinfoil hats going.
That's the biggest one that I feel like right now for me. It could be just a conspiracy. I'm just saying it could be true, and it's fucked up.
I mean, it works. That's great for the Chiefs. Great for T Swift. It's great for Biden.
Great for NFL in general. NFL in general gained a lot of new followers because these women that weren't ever watching football and didn't get a shit are all of a sudden Chiefs fans and watching NFL games.
All the Swifties.
Yeah. And wanting, y'all's nieces are now into football
and Chiefs
fans because they love Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. They don't know shit about. Don't you tell Nicole and Matthew that.
Mom, who are we voting for?
Right. But isn't that crazy? Like these 8 and 10-year-old girls are like obsessed with Taylor Swift. Now watch football because of it.
27-year-old girls that are obsessed.
Oh yeah, I know 40-year-old women that are obsessed.
Obsessed, paying the $1,000 tickets, buying all the shirts,
$1,000 crying because they couldn't get tickets.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And that's terrifying that she has some sort of influence on how people vote. Because she clearly doesn't know shit about anything.
I have people I fuck with, I guess, that I'm influenced by a little bit. But can y'all genuinely say that there's somebody, not just Taylor, but like somebody that you're like, hey, I mean, I've never been that pulled by anybody in that type of magnitude.
Yeah.
Which it's like blind pull, like just blindly, like. It is Almighty God type thing,
No, not at all.
It's weird to see people fall into that. It's almost like, people that are diehard, which it's cool to like sports, but when you're diehard, like fucking flipping shit, breaking your TVs, like fucking everything's decorated in your house of like your car's wrapped in the sports team, like you are like bought in, godlike, like it's live or die.
Yeah.
I also like I think of like that mentality's kind of still in line with like following or being influenced by somebody that much, but I've never gotten it. It's hard for me to understand or connect at all how somebody could just not almost like, what about think for yourself a little bit?
I fucked with some people hard, like I've been big fans of certain people, but like I'm not gonna go just do what they say blindly,
because they said
it.
Because I mean, I'll listen to what they say and then look into it, and also that's not the only person I would ever listen to. Like, I mean, I listen to multiple people.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is, whether it's fucking.
I think maybe when I was like really young, politics. I could have been easily. I don't want to influence as a go. I could say manipulated, but influenced. When I was younger, and I didn't know anything and I didn't really care. Those things didn't apparently affect me. My parents always were like, you should probably get into politics a little bit. But like when I was younger, like I just didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it like actually affects me. So I do give a shit. And now it's going to affect my child. And whatever family she decides to have later on. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of crazy.
Yeah. I don't know where it goes or how. I mean, it's cool that Taylor's been able to, like, I'm not trying to hate on her. Like, she's crushed it. She's
obviously doing something right.
But it's like, I don't know where people get like so jaded or so like just blinded, like,
Taylor Swift does it, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, well, that's how this whole thing, like, with now all these women following football, it's like, so you're telling me that this one girl who is dating a boy has now decided to make you like football.
Yeah,
like, it's just so weird to me. Like, I would never just like start liking. I'm never gonna start liking cricket because somebody likes the game cricket. You know, like, that's just kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, I understand like the pull of influence, but like, getting you to literally just buy in to anything like that is pretty absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of being influenced, I follow a influencer on social media, and her fiance is this personal trainer. He's from the UK, and I think I talked to you about a little bit last podcast where, like, he's like, everything in the United States is like they are trying to poison you and trying to eat these things that are like real foods and real meats and whatever is actually way better for you, even though these vegan propaganda stuff is like trying to convince you not. So I remember he started talking about raw milk, and I remember like recently people being like, it's not natural for humans to drink cow milk. No other animal drinks another animal's milk except for us. And they were like, that's why people are having such bad reactions and they're not processing and they're becoming lactose intolerant. And his whole thing was, if you drink raw milk rather than the pasteurized milk that they like shove all of this bad stuff into, your body likely is not going to be affected by it, by like the regular milk that they sell on the grocery store shelf. And I didn't know if you knew anything about raw milk.
I don't. I know. I mean, I guess I truly don't know anything about it, actually. I'm
not surprised by it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think anything that we put our hands into or fuck with the process, we fuck
Well,
with.
he was also like, it's stupid to compare a human to an animal, like other animals like that, because we also have sex for pleasure, which other animals don't, except for, I think, dolphins. Yeah. And he was like, our bodies process things different. And when you're adding in all of these extra things, like, of course your body's going to react differently to it.
Well, I mean, I agree with Jake. I don't know much about raw milk, but I would assume anything that's the less processed or adulterated, the better.
Yeah.
Well, he was like, it's packed full of nutrients and it's really good for you.
I'm sure. Just like an egg. An egg is literally like not milk, but it's coming from, it's a fucking, what is it? An egg, like unfertilized fucking embryo, or what do you call that? Fucking literally, and you're like when you break it down, it's kind of gross that we eat that shit, but like it's packed full of nutrients.
Yeah, packed full of protein.
The baby is fucking using to grow.
Now they're saying it's bad for you.
Well, that's like the vegan crazy, all that stuff. Well, that's what he's saying too. He's like, you guys are sitting here praising almond milk and what all this stuff. And he's like, it's fucking water. Like that they also put other shit into to make it taste like milk. He was like, that's not good for you either.
I don't drink any milk.
I could imagine.
I use whole milk Reese drinks whole milk, but like I'll put that in my coffee. But now I'm like, maybe I should look into raw milk because I don't want to be drinking all this crap either, and I don't want to give it to Reese.
I've heard of raw milk, people fucking with it. And I guess the only thing, and it's just like anything, there's a risk for anything, but the only thing is, since it isn't pasteurized, there could be potential bacteria if it wasn't like done like cleanliness. Shit got into it or whatever.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like you could have risk with anything else.
Yeah. I'm sure that like whatever manufacturer that like produces it and puts it on shelves, like there's a process of making sure it's not like
I don't think
contaminated
you get raw milk in the store.
No, most of the time you have to buy from like a local
I think you have to use like a farmer.
Well, I want to look into it.
Yeah,
just living a healthier life.
I've heard it fucking tastes good.
I mean, I've never been affected by milk that I know of, so
I would taste it. I still wouldn't drink milk.
I'm just growing up, we drank milk, but like,
yeah, I did too.
I'm not a big milk person anymore.
No,
I don't really crave water. The flavor or anything.
Yeah, I kind of like fade it out. If I eat something sweet like a chocolate chip cookie or like a brownie or something, I'll want it. But I also love ice cream, and obviously ice cream is made from milk. But
yeah, I like shit like that. I like ice cream, but like just straight milk alone, don't hit no more.
Oh, we went to that ice cream
Mad
place.
Cow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was pretty good. It was good.
What'd you get?
I couldn't tell you.
No,
it was.
Well, first off, I'll ask then: cup or cone?
Cup.
2 scoops, 1 scoop.
One scoop.
He wanted
1
2.
scoop's 2 is fucking huge.
I know. I was like, man, I kind of. No, let me get
We had
one.
just
Let me
eaten
be
Sushi
good.
King too.
Yeah, we left
Oh.
Sushi King and went there. So,
Yeah.
I was like, let me just get one. I'm full.
We were about to eat with
And
our
I'm glad
eyes,
I
and we were
didn't
like,
because
nah.
One's a fucking monster.
It's a nice.
I just got
Monster.
chocolate with chocolate syrup on top, and it was so good.
Sick.
The hell was it? What was it called? It was the Reese.
Yeah, you had.
Reese's peanut butter, vanilla peanut butter.
It
ice
had like a
cream
special name
The Reese
to it.
pieces in there or
Chunks.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
chunks
sounds
of
good.
them in there.
Yeah.
And then I got some Oreos.
Oreos on top, crumbled Oreo. Yeah, that looked really
Went
good.
hard. Good.
It was good.
Yeah, it's good as shit.
Yeah, I like a nice little local place like that.
Yeah. I forgot what I had, but I did like it's like a cinnamon something.
Yeah, I thought about trying that,
cinnamon
but I
swirl
didn't.
type shit.
But the
Or no,
girl,
it was a maple something. I don't know. It's fucking great though.
Something. Yeah.
the girl recommended the flavor I got.
Yeah, he was like, what do you recommend? I don't know. It was good though. I'm glad that we went.
I bought some Luigi's Italian ices the other day.
Oh yeah.
Hadn't had those in like 20.
I'd have to
5
look.
years.
I feel
It's
like
those little like
a
paper
familiar-
cups,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
like pull
Yeah,
the thing
it's
off,
like
and
wooden
it's.
spoon.
Yeah.
They used to come
Yeah,
with
they don't
wooden
come with
spoons.
a
They don't
spoon.
come with them
Oh
anymore.
shit! You got cheap.
They had to cut down.
Yes, times get tight.
Save
I
the
was
trees.
thinking about how we used to. I brought it up at work today, and with some of the guys, and we talked about how we used to make our own, Italian,
Yeah.
whatever, or slushies
Yeah,
in
ice,
the
yeah.
Damn,
freezer.
dude.
And
I
was
wish
like,
I could.
"Man."
I might whip one up.
Yeah, and then one of the guys was like, "Yo, I used to put layers in. Like I'd put like a little bit in there,
Oh fuck!
and then freeze it, and then
Yeah,
I'd go with a
had
different
another one.
flavor, and put it in
Wow,
a different
that's
flavor, different
commitment.
layer. I'm like,
You get a
yo, that I
spoon.
never even thought of that.
You get your spoon and you dip into it.
Yeah.
that
Get
shit was
multiple
good.
flavors in your mouth. Well, yeah, we got the lemonade and the strawberry. I'm not a big.
It wasn't like
I like the overcome flavor of the lemonade because it's like more sweet, but like that is like more of like the tartness of
I
the
like that.
lemon.
I won't buy another box. It was one of those random
Nostalgic.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh.
They're like 100 calories for one of them.
Yeah.
The strawberry was okay.
And is it like? I don't remember Luigi's much, but like, is it more ice cream or is it more like shaved ice?
No, it's like shaved ice.
Yeah, it's not like creamy.
No,
Yeah, I feel like the strawberry.
the
is
strawberry
kinda
was
creamy.
a little bit creamy, but like it was more just like just frozen
Like when
ice.
you scoop it, it's like all one piece though. It's not like little tiny like bits of ice.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a little.
It's like in the middle
Italian
between
ice.
like a
Got it.
slushy and an ice
Yeah.
cream. Yeah.
Damn.
But I mean, just remember it was nostalgia. Like my dad always used to eat those growing up, him and my
Yeah.
brother. I just never. But I'm not really a fruity kind of gal. But I tried it. We haven't even had Reese try it yet.
No, I'm.
Has she had anything cold like that?
Yeah, I've tried to give her. I think I've tried to give her like ice cream or something before. Something cold.
like
She doesn't
fucking
fuck with.
like,
She doesn't like. We try to give her sweets. And
she
shit
doesn't
all the
like
time.
sweets. Yeah,
Or not all the time, but if I'm eating something, I let it I try to get her to try it.
she tried a
Just a
lemon one
cup.
time and that was not phased at all.
Yeah,
Sure.
we
It was
were-
like
we
she
were
didn't even
We were out
have
to
it.
eat somewhere, and like I was like, "Ooh, let's get her to try this lemon." She bit right into it.
Nothing.
Didn't phase her. Didn't make her.
Fuck.
Didn't twitch her eye.
Yeah.
Nothing. Dude. She's just happy as can be.
I was waiting for
But
it.
yeah, she doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't do sweets. She doesn't like chocolate. She everything we've ever tried.
Every single
Give her
time
a
we give
fresh
her like a
ho-ho
brownie
one
or
day,
something, she
she's
spits it out.
Bite it, spit it right back out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Well, I mean, I'm happy for it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
Yeah,
it'll
so
change.
I
But
don't have to share yet.
Yeah.
yeah, but she always goes bite and like she peed in the potty today
That's right.
for the
Damn.
first
First
time.
time ever. Yeah, we weren't even here.
You had to set her. You had to take her there.
No,
No,
she,
your
like,
mom
walked-
was here.
Okay.
she's got like the little
She's a training potty.
yeah, the little
But
potty
she
carrier
like
in the
knew
house.
that she needed to go. And was
Yeah, so she's been telling us like she'll say like and tap her diaper
Yeah.
when she has to go. So like she'll go grab her potty and it's like little light plastic thing and she brings it over. But every single time I like get her naked or like take her clothes off to sit down, she like she screams, cries,
falls apart,
falls the fuck apart. Like what is not okay. Like wants to stand, but she goes up, 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 up. Like doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
But your mom like sat her down and then like gave her some books, and she like just started reading a few books, and all of a sudden she started peeing in the potty, and I was
just felt right.
Yeah, I came inside and she goes, Reese, tell her what you did. Of course, she can't tell me, but she was like, she peed. And I was like, what the fuck? So we're going to practice tomorrow more.
Damn.
But if I knew, like, oh, just give her a book, she'll stop crying, I would have done that.
Dude,
I mean, she would lose her
I did it once,
shit.
and I haven't done it since because she wanted to get on the toilet so bad. And then I did. Stripped her down, got her on there, and then she just lost her shit.
Like, wouldn't stop crying for a while. I was like, this is not worth it.
Jesus,
I guess you're not ready. But she'll tell us, like poo poo, like she has to go, and then she'll go in her diaper, so she's ready. But
it's coming.
So eventually she'll not have to have a diaper during the day, but still have one at night. But man, the day we don't have to pay for diapers anymore, it's gonna be a nice time.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
Jake, you better buy me something nice.
Oh shit!
Saving all that money.
Allowance is
I'm trying to buy a shed.
I know we are trying to buy a shed. I feel like it'll happen.
Shed?
Yeah.
No, I think I'm gonna do it. It will make life easier.
Yeah. They're really nice.
If it's something you just think about.
Do you know the person that he's getting from?
It was an old client of his.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you said. I couldn't remember.
He's cool. She's cool.
Yeah.
All of them look good.
Yeah.
I mean, from the pictures online.
Right.
Fucking pretty big for how cheap they are.
Yeah.
I was gonna say for the price point.
I'm getting one like a one made and then and white and the size I want and shit. And
yeah, it's a nice size. I don't think we're gonna regret getting it. No. I feel like if we were gonna have regrets, it would be not getting it.
I think so. And if you're just, like I said, I've just noticed when like, not something as big as that we have purchased for the house, but little things that we're like, we don't want to spend the little bit of money to make that change or like upgrade or change with a room or whatever.
Yeah.
But once we do it, we're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's much better. Yeah, it's much
better.
Like, you don't realize how much it like pulls the quality of like just you're thinking about whether it's your house or whatever you got going on in your life. And you're like, fuck. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Sometimes material shit does.
It does.
And that's okay.
I know.
We don't have a whole lot of storage in here. And like, I'd love to put like shit like that, her cars, like golf clubs and other random shit.
I mean, that'll improve y'all's life right there. Just like being able to breathe in here.
Yeah.
Not that it's packed now, but.
No, but it's just like, I want to be able to enjoy coming down here and not just see a bunch of her stuff everywhere.
Or whatever.
Yeah. And we can put other stuff in there too that we want to keep nice. But it's just, going to be it'll be nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
And you can keep all the things that are okay being in the other
outdoor
shed.
Outdoor stuff in the crappy shed.
Yeah.
Out of the elements. Yeah. So that's our next big.
Yeah, I'll probably pull the trigger this week or something. It's just.
They do like financing, payment plans?
I think you can rent to own or just. I would assume.
You probably can't buy a customized one though, right?
No, you can.
Oh, you can?
No, you can buy it. You can order whatever the hell you want. And it takes like 4 or 5 weeks to get in.
Yeah.
I think they check. I think they take a check or cash. The driver does, whatever.
Yeah.
I had to buy some blocks and shit, or they'll supply blocks to settle the one, but I think that I can get them cheaper myself. So I'll get some blocks and shit.
Did they say that they'll like when we move one day, like they'll move it?
Didn't ask.
Okay.
But I'm sure you can.
I'm sure any company,
company and they'd pull it up or whatever.
I would assume we would take it with us. We don't have to, but.
I mean, I'm sure I want to.
Yeah.
We just have to make sure if we end up living on that property in King William, that we have it, so we have space for it.
Yeah.
They take down them trees. I love Ripper Boy.
But yeah.
Cool.
Shed.
Do you have any new things going on in your life? Oh, you're going to Florida.
Really. Yeah, going to Florida. That is new on the way. Sarah and I, we had talked about it for a little bit. Not that like she obviously travels a lot more than me. And we were like, hey, obviously we just bought this house. We have plenty of things that we need to be focusing on. But I was like, hey, we could, since we didn't really get ourselves anything for Christmas, it'd be cool to like fucking do something like that.
Yeah.
And just so happened, Mark, my client, he was like, hey, y'all should come to one of my shows in this next tour, because we didn't get to see him on the last tour that they did with Pantera. And he was like, come to one of them.
Yeah.
Holler at me. And so I started looking it up. I was like, oh, the closest one's Baltimore. I was like, fuck that, though.
Fuck Baltimore. Yeah.
Even if, like, I don't know. I don't know. You couldn't pay me to fucking go.
No. I've been there like 3 times. I never want to go back.
I'd love to go see him closer like that, but not fucking Baltimore.
Yeah.
DC, Baltimore, that area just
Fuck,
sucks.
yeah, I hate it.
So I was like, hey, Florida, we could probably fly to Florida cheaper than we could drive to Baltimore.
Yeah, no shit.
And damn if we couldn't.
Yes.
And we could. So found tickets for $92 or $98
round trip.
That's so awesome.
Fort Lauderdale. We're like, all right, so it's like we just
flying out of Richmond. That's right.
Yeah, we were just sitting there. We were like, hey, just for shits and goes, before we commit going anywhere, let's see if it's even like what it would cost us to go to Florida for the weekend. And as soon as we found out the flights were that cheap, I was like, fuck, let's look up I was like, fuck, well, let's go ahead and look at a spot, see what spots are cheap.
Right.
We looked at spots. Spots weren't bad. There's a couple of Airbnbs that are close by. But we actually found this resort that's right in Fort Lauderdale, right on the ocean, that was cheaper than like all the Airbnbs.
That's so nice.
And
yeah.
I mean, it's not like a fancy fucking
but still, it's
Mar-a-Lago.
Probably
shit.
got everything you need on site.
Yeah, but no, it's a legit place. And she was like, shit, well, let's rent a car. And looked at that. That wasn't bad. And next thing you know, the weekend just pieced together like that.
That's awesome. I heard that hotels are starting to drop in price because Airbnbs are getting so expensive.
Yeah. Well, yeah, most of the Airbnbs were like at least $250 to $300 a night. Just for most of them were like not even, maybe like 15-minute drives from the joint, and like not near the ocean either.
Yeah,
still $200-$300 a night. So like, fuck, man.
Yeah,
we can spend that even just a little bit cheaper than go to this little resort place that's
on
right
the beach,
on the ocean.
Yeah. And
So
her
that
friend's
was the
going
move.
too?
Yeah. Her friend Virginia.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta drive him to the airport
and
then pick him up.
Gonna go down Friday, hang out, do whatever, and then Saturday we're gonna there you go. Sit your butt down. I want it up in my hands. Ah, dang, boy. Look at this boy.
Austin's in heaven.
Damn, boy. God damn, boy.
He's so
He's a big boy.
He's annoyingly lovely.
Damn, boy.
He's thick. He dense.
Yeah, he dense. You heavy, boy. Look at his belly. Oh,
So cute.
that's it.
He just wants to be loved. That's all.
Damn, boy. Damn. God damn,
You
boy.
sound like Wayne over
I
here.
swear.
Look at this. Look at this. Do y'all give him any love?
No,
Gosh.
I
He
don't.
gets so much love from me.
Shit.
He gets so much love from me. I
Shit.
tried to love on Key last night and she lost her
Hey,
shit
don't
on me.
bite. Don't bite.
I know.
Nah, I
he's
fuck
so-
with Key hard, but not him so much. He's just annoying. Like he doesn't know how to take it. Like he just gets all fucking excited and
His head starts going back.
just gets crazy and like he doesn't sit still. Like I just want to pet him a little bit and then have him chill, but he has no chill.
I love him so much. I just want to squeeze that fat head.
Yeah.
Y'all are coming back Sunday?
Yeah, we'll come back Sunday. Later
Saturday's a concert. Right?
Saturday's a concert. Not sure. I mean, we're going to maybe try and do a little beach if it's warm enough. Saturday. If not, we'll just ride around and see what the fuck's around.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty to do in Fort Lauderdale. But,
Well, that's awesome because Cass's grandmother died, so she flew up to North Dakota.
Yeah.
North Dakota? And it was $900 for a round trip ticket.
Jeez.
I was like, fuck, that sucks.
Yeah.
And it was just from like Monday to Wednesday.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Flying like anywhere besides south is not cheap.
I know. It's so crazy.
Because, I mean, I was going to fly to New York for that podcast I did a while back. And just from Richmond to New York was like $580.
Yeah.
And I was
Isn't
like,
that
I'm driving
crazy?
that.
Yeah.
Like $580? Come on, dog.
That's wild. And I think it's too is like, I think there's no like good airports to fly into near her.
Well, I'm sure in South Dakota, yeah. Like not many people fly that way, and there's not many that like big airports either.
Oh, is it South Dakota?
South Dakota, North Dakota.
I thought
Either way,
her family was from North
There's
North
not
Dakota.
a ton of traffic. When
Regardless, yeah.
When we flew into South Dakota, whenever we went and visited West a few years back out there, airport is like tiny.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like you think it's like some like county airport.
Yeah. That's how it is in Lynchburg. It's
Yeah.
really small.
So I'd assume it's just a hassle to fly out there, and they're like, "Yo, we're charging out the ass for it."
Yeah. I'm
Damn.
assuming. But yeah, so she had to drop a bunch of money just
Yeah,
to do
that
that. So I
sucks.
hear a round trip ticket for
She got-
$92.
She got Daddy West. She's fine.
Yeah, Big Daddy.
She a hardworking woman. She got her own job.
I mean, even when we flew to like anywhere south, it was
yeah, South usually is pretty good.
Costa Rica was like or it was like $230 or some shit, which is like fucking forever. Like that's like a 6-hour flight, 5-hour flight.
Yeah.
What we paid? What, $440 to go to
Scottsdale?
Scottsdale?
Yeah,
2 years ago?
Yeah.
that ain't bad.
No.
Well,
That's
some people had to
pretty
pay
far.
more because they waited longer to buy their tickets.
Yeah, they get you on that. You gotta hit.
I know you got like I heard Tuesdays are really good to look
Yeah.
for flights, but yeah, so, but I think Nashville had direct flights, but you have to do like Spirit or something or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
well, we're doing
What
Spirit
was
going
it?
to Florida.
No, not Spirit.
They have another.
It was
one
like
out
a
there
new
now.
airline that
Equivalent.
came out. Yeah. And it was like $100 and you could fly
Yeah. directly
there, which is nice because it's like an hour and 45-minute flight,
Yeah.
but you usually have to take 2 different flights to get to Nashville. It's
Yeah.
so stupid. So they finally came out with that one, which is nice, but also it's a little different. You have to pay for water when you're on that flight. It's
Yeah, you
I'm gonna
better hold
dry
your
up.
breath.
They try-
I'm gonna dry
they
up.
trying to
Hey,
make their money, but you also what's really great is when you get to Nashville, you gain an hour
yeah,
because you're going back. So
that is pretty nice.
it is really nice. Oh, what
Yep.
you were saying? Speaking of, and then I interrupted
I don't
you.
know.
Scottsdale.
I think it was just about how I think the waste management, the Phoenix Open is this weekend or next weekend?
February,
Or
yeah.
The weekend after, I don't know.
I know.
I wish I was back out there right now.
I know. We'll have to plan for it going next year. We, as
Maybe,
in,
maybe not.
I'm coming because he tried to kick me out of the group already.
Well, if
Yeah.
if it's just the boys going,
No.
I'm not taking you.
Yeah, I'm going.
No.
I'm going. You said I could go with you next time.
Yeah, because we thought it was gonna be a bunch of couples.
I'll make girls go.
All right.
Mm,
We have a good ass time.
yeah,
I had a great time.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
shit.
I like golf.
I like golf too.
Anyways,
Yeah,
It was awesome. God,
do
that
you
was the
wanna
biggest party
open
of my
some
life.
do these cards or
yeah.
something?
Break out some cards. I got a new card game, by the way. It's out in my car, but we'll break it out next episode.
Okay.
It's called Bad People. It's kind of on the same similar like questionnaire as Ask the Internet or Answer the Internet, but obviously a whole new deck of cards that we have never gone
Yeah,
through.
that'd be nice.
I bought it years ago when me, Brock, and Griffin were doing the podcast. We only went through like a couple cards and we forgot about it, or I set it aside and I forgot I had it. So I found it the other day when I was cleaning shit up. Ladies first.
Answer the Internet. Would you rather date a girl who loves sports and tries to fit in with the guys? That's ironic because we were just talking about that. Or date a girl who makes you watch shitty reality TV?
So reread the first one.
Would you rather date a girl who loves sports and tries to fit in with the guys? Or date a girl who makes you watch shitty reality TV?
Oh, first one all day.
Yeah, first one.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck
I mean, I like my shitty reality TV, but I don't want boys to watch that with me. That's
fuck
stupid.
reality TV.
Yeah. It's my trash TV.
yeah.
It kind of just makes you feel better about yourself. Sometimes I
Yeah.
stop watching episodes. I'm like, damn, I'm glad that wasn't me.
Yeah, I know she watches it, and like I'll come home from work and she'll have it like on the TV screen.
He's like, why are you watching this
Pause,
shit?
and like what? And like sometimes she'll turn it on when I'm not paying attention or doing something on the computer, and I'm like, you watch this shit?
My dad would get so upset because I remember Keeping Up with the Kardashians came out when I was like in middle school, high school or something. And I would have it on the TV and he would come home and he would see it and he goes, I don't want these people getting my money or like getting my views from my TV. You better turn this shit off. You get so pissed off. And I was like, I've got to watch it.
They made it though.
I mean, look at them now.
Fucking
Now they're on
massive.
Hulu.
Yeah, they're hard. Yeah, motherfuckers.
Isn't that crazy?
Ugh,
I never thought twice about it. I was like,
They're
me
crazy.
watching it on this TV isn't going to do anything.
They're crazy. Look what they did to Bruce.
I know. R.I.P.
Damn.
You know, Caitlyn Jenner and her significant other, girlfriend, I guess, whatever, they're both trans. So they're both born boys and now girls, but they are huge, like MAGA Trump supporters.
Yeah.
Like massive.
Oh yeah.
Like Caitlyn Jenner's girlfriend, like is like has like a whole platform of like how she supports Trump.
Yeah.
They're like called like Trans for Trump or something like that.
Caitlyn was running for what's his
Republican.
Name? What's his name? Caitlyn?
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner.
No, what was his name before?
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce was running for something, whatever the hell it was. I don't know, some sort of government.
Yeah, I thought
something in California.
Yeah.
I think he obviously didn't win.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but
fuck reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish I didn't watch it, but I do.
All right. Answer the internet. There's a 4-stall bathroom with a glory hole in each stall. 3 with smokes. What? 3 with smokes and 1 with a dude.
Smoke shows.
Oh, do you take the chance?
Oh.
What, to peek through it? Or
to use it.
Shove your wiener through that glory hole.
Like 3 of the stalls have hot girls on it, and 1 is a dude.
You weren't looking through it. You're actually
3 of the stalls have
you got to put your dick in there.
And 1 has a
third
dude.
eye through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and you guys
chance.
It could be a hot girl mouth, or it could be just a boy. Put his mouth on your dick.
3 smokes or 3 dudes?
3 smokes.
3
with 1
smoke
dude.
shows.
Oh, you got good odds.
So you would be okay with it ended up being a dude sucking your dick?
Your odds are pretty fucking good.
I don't know, man.
Hey, and the point of the glory hole is you never know what's on the other side.
And the thing is, like, what does it matter anyways? If it's smoke shows or fatties, like, you don't know, you don't get to see it. So
that's what I'm saying.
Nah.
So if it was the dude, you still don't even know.
I don't think
Yeah.
I'd ever shove my dick through a glory hole.
No.
I just couldn't.
I would hope
do it.
not. I would hope not.
I prefer to watch personally, but I just can't. I can't. No, for one, I'm not a glory hole guy.
Well, Austin's taking the chance.
Well, if we're just talking in the alternate universe,
Yeah.
if
Sarah.
I was a betting guy,
I mean, yes, I understand that
The odds
your
are in
odds
your favor.
your odds are in your favor, but
there's gonna be a time.
there's some winners and some losers.
Somebody's got to lose.
Somebody's got to get that man mouth.
You'll never know
Yeah.
Be like, oh,
Could you tell if it was a man mouth?
until he's
the scruff.
There was a little,
scruff,
yeah.
The scruff rubs
You
it.
felt the
You're
tickle
like,
of the mustache.
all right. Feel the 5 o'clock shadow.
Well, I don't have a dick, but I definitely would not.
Yeah. No, but
no chance for me.
I think the
Look at
odds
this
are in your
cat
favor
on
though.
him.
If you're going for it, it's your chance. Answer the internet. Ooh, good one. Would you bite a live gerbil's head off for $5,000? Would you take care of it, feed it, and have it as your pet, and then bite its head off for $10,000? So for $5,000, would you bite its head off? Or would you take care of it, feed it, and have it as your pet, and then bite its head off for $10,000?
I wouldn't do either.
You had to pick one.
But if I had to pick one, I would do the first one.
I'm going. Yeah, I don't want to
I
be.
can't connect with it.
I don't want it to be my little pet, my little friend.
Oh my God, the little gerbil mouth or head in my mouth.
$5,000 isn't enough.
I wouldn't. Of course,
I'd have to
you
do
couldn't
more.
pay me. I don't know what the fuck you'd have to pay me to bite a fucking live gerbil's head off, but $5,000 ain't it.
And $10,000 ain't doing it for that.
No.
If it's my pet after that, nah, $10,000 I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
But $5,000, I wish if I didn't know it, if we were strangers, I'd need more than $5,000 still though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still.
I would. If I
Yeah.
had to pick, though, I would pick the 5,000.
Yeah, I'd rather be. If I
had a
to
choice
bite
not
its
to do
head
it at all,
off,
I wouldn't do it at
I
all.
would want it to be a stranger. Yes.
Also, third, I'm going to add in an extra credit on there. It's like, all right, it's been 2 weeks, no food. Are you biting the gerbil's head off for free, obviously? Or are you just waiting it out? Like, have y'all seen that new Netflix movie? It's about those guys that...
You watched it, didn't
True
you?
story. The guys in the Alpine or
Oh yeah.
Swedish
Mhm.
mountains, whatever. The Alps,
plane
Swiss
crashed,
Alps.
yeah.
And they ate like
Mhm.
all their buddies.
Yeah.
Well, they well,
Made
they
it
had
like 20
they were up there
some
for they're up there a long time.
Well, they were up there for like 4 months or like 3
and
months.
yeah, they had a bunch of dead bodies that were
Yeah.
just like chilling in the. They'd stacked over in the snow, and yeah, they ran out of food, and they were like, "We got to do something.
Yeah. I mean, what's
There's a pile of meat over there. We got to."
Oh, and they couldn't cook it or anything. So gross.
Yeah. The first time the movie they made, I think it was back in like the 90s that I'd seen it, and it was in English.
Okay.
But yeah, it showed like they were like putting on like pieces of metal like out there in the sunlight, hoping to warm it up because it was all frozen.
I'm sure it was frozen. Yeah, nuggets.
Yeah, God.
Nuggets.
Honestly, I think I would rather it be frozen.
Yeah.
Than it be warm and soft.
I don't know. There's a bunch of dead people though, so I'm sure they lived. They could survive. But
that's disgusting.
I feel like that changes you as a person.
Yeah.
It changes you. There's a story for sure. There's a story that one time.
Well, I would be scarred for fucking life, and I would need therapy for the rest of my
when I watched
time on this
it,
earth.
I was like, man, I just know how hungry I can get after like 8 hours.
Yeah.
I know.
And
I think
I'm
about
starting
that.
to question shit like my morals of like, of like not like trying to eat a person, but
yeah,
like,
but like
shit that I normally wouldn't eat. Oh fuck it, I'm just hungry. I need to eat something.
I need
now.
a 20
Yeah.
piece right now.
Yeah, like imagine it's been fucking 2 months or like 40 days. All right, it's time to chow, dude.
Yeah. You're definitely in a completely different mindset at that
Yeah.
point. Because, I mean, there's times where, like, between my breakfast and my first, like, snack or whatever, I'm like, I don't think I can make it another hour. Damn. And I got water and coffee and other things to supplement in between.
Yeah.
I could never. I'm not cut out for it.
Pretty wild.
Not for me.
If I'm in the mountains freezing my fucking dick off, and there's dead bodies, I guess I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
I just imagine when you realize that you're out there,
and no one's coming to find you.
No one's coming to find you. Nothing's coming. There's nothing living out there. Like you just your reality sort of after like 2 weeks, your reality was like you're in a different universe now. You're in a different world. And it's like your brain, I'm sure, just starts thinking shit. Like I don't know. I could see how you just become a different person. Not because you ate somebody, but like just from being in there.
You become more of a your primal instincts might like, come out or something.
Yeah,
you know?
you just straight like savage.
That's crazy.
How do they ever get found?
Like 2 or 3 of them were like, "Yo, we're just gonna trek until we hit a fucking town," and they walked through the mountains for like 5-7 days or something.
That's what I would have done out the bat.
Took a baggie of dead body, or some
dead body meat.
dead body meat.
Jerky.
Meat pockets or whatever.
Some jerky.
So like 2 or 3 of them were like, "Yo, we're done. We're going to just take our chances and try and trek out." And yes, that should have been pulled like weeks before, months before probably. But when you're just like hoping, all right, tomorrow somebody's gonna fly over.
Well, yeah, because you're like, okay, well, obviously nobody knows that, or no, this plane didn't reach its destination, so somebody's gonna come looking for us.
Yeah,
But I think they had fucked up and flown off course or something, so they weren't
something
where they were supposed to be.
Yeah, that too. But I could see where like the hope is like, oh, let's just tomorrow they're gonna see they're gonna.
Like I don't want to walk away and then never find anything and then still be
tomorrow. Next thing you know, 45.
You're leaving.
Days,
where
all you got.
Where there's people, there's food.
Yeah.
Or dead bodies. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. But no, they trekked until they got to this like stream, and then there was like this old like farmer dude they caught up with, or like a dude on horseback, and they're like, "Yo,
that's fucked up.
We're part of that plane. What's
Help
up?
me."
Yeah.
Give me food.
Then they took the choppers or planes out there and went and rescued the rest of them.
Did any of them die that survived the plane crash? Did any of those people die?
In the new movie, they didn't like give out numbers of like who waited behind that survived or whatever. But I'm sure some people died.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because I think it was a whole another week of like them walking.
Yeah.
To find people. Which is crazy to think. I mean, when you're walking through mountains, I mean, if we were to go out just to the Appalachian Mountains, like it would take days to get like from one to the other, I'm sure, to the hills and shit. But like you're walking through snow,
and you're walking
and
through
some steep
freezing
shit
your fucking ass off out there.
Up there, so I'm sure 7 days probably didn't get you, but like a couple miles probably.
Yeah,
at best out there.
I'd be scared there'd be like animals that are gonna kill me.
I think they were up so high, like
there was nothing.
Like it wasn't. There's not many animals just hanging out up there that you have to worry about.
What sucked, and like the movie did a good job of like relaying how the emotion was. They had like trekked for a day or two, and they're like, "Oh fuck! Like we're about to get to this fucking peak." It might have been like a day, and like they've been climbing this mountain like fucking forever, and they're dead dog tired, hungry. blah blah blah, and they get up to the top, and the guy just makes it up to the top, and he just stares, and the video's like focused on his eyes, and he's just staring as the other guys walk up behind him, and you're thinking, oh, they see something, and then the camera pans, and it's just mountain ranges for as far as you can see of just snow-capped mountain ranges, and it's like fuck. Once they got
No
up to the top,
town.
they realize there's nothing close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
It's
nothing
like,
can fucking survive up there.
yeah,
It's too cold.
And then it's at that point, it's like, do we keep going or what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, do we turn
It's
back?
either that or we're going to die up here.
Yeah.
I turned the movie. I watched it, but I passed out and didn't see the end.
Yeah. He was telling me about it.
Pretty
I
trippy.
just can't watch things like that. It makes me really, really sad.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyways.
yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we will be back hopefully next week.
Yeah.
I have finally a guest. I know I keep saying that, but
I know.
Yeah,
we have
maybe
said that
next
a
week.
lot.
yeah, maybe next week.
Maybe we just want
We'll
to hold you guys.
Maybe
on
not.
edge. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Tune in next week to find out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Bye, guys.
See ya.